On tonight's episode of the podcast, over on the movie side, we are non-spoiler talking Black Phone 2. Is it any better than that first one? We're going to talk about The Grabber coming back in a little bit of an 80s style. We'll chat about that one. Over on the LOL side, went back to the theater this past weekend, checked out Good Fortune, and I really like that one. We're going to chat about it. Over on the streaming side, checked out Fight or Flight. Is it worth the watch? We'll chat about it. And over on the TV side, Netflix has dropped a new documentary, and you know how Netflix does. They bring it when they do the documentaries. This one here, The Perfect Neighbor. Wow, what a story. We're going to chat about it. All that and more on a brand new Am I on the Air? Well, hey, what is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? My name is DONMEGA, and I'm your host, and I'm so happy that you're here to join me tonight to get caught up with all the latest and the greatest when it comes to entertainment news and television, movies, and non-spoiler reviews. You come right here on a week-by-week basis to get caught up with it all. Tonight, it's Season 30, Episode 25, and tonight's show is titled Money Solves All Things. We're going to be breaking down the news from October the 15th through today, October the 21st. Got a couple movies to talk about, got a TV show to talk about, and then, of course, we will dive in to the news of the week. So let's jump on in and get her going. So went to the movies this past weekend. Kind of a double feature. I went Thursday night and Friday night. It's always fun getting back to the theater multiple nights in the same weekend because good stuff is dropping, and it was a big weekend, man. We were ready for it. Black Phone 2 and Good Fortune dropped. Two movies that I was really looking forward to and couldn't wait to check out, so we jumped in. Thursday night, preview night, checked out Black Phone 2, and let me just state here, when Black Phone 1 came out, I was very intrigued. Written and directed by Scott Derrickson, the guy who brought us the original Doctor Strange movie. He comes from that horror world, and now we got this new icon, right? The Grabber. And the Grabber was a cool concept. Ethan Hawke playing a bad guy. We were off to the races, man. Checked out Black Phone. Really did not care for it. I know a lot of people did. It's a pretty fresh film. It just didn't connect with me. I found it very boring, didn't really like the style, and that was that. Never really thought about Black Phone ever again. And then, of course, the news broke on this show like a year or so ago that they were going to do a Black Phone 2. And honestly, couldn't care less. Black Phone 2, who gives a shit, right? The first movie sucked. I don't even want to really revisit this. And then that first trailer came out, and I was like, okay, that wasn't too bad. I gotta admit, it wasn't too bad. And then the second trailer dropped, and I was like, damn it, you got me. It looked so cool. And it looked like, you know, because in Black Phone 1, the Grabber dies, right? In this one here, for Black Phone 2, they were going a little bit of a different route. Kind of a supernatural route. Like, the Grabber was messing with people in their dreams, like Freddy Krueger style. I really, really dug the style and look of Black Phone 2. So I was ready for it, man. A movie I couldn't have cared less about 6 months ago really won me over with the trailers. So went that Thursday night, checked it out. Another letdown for me, man. I didn't really like Black Phone 2 either. I don't know what it is, man. They keep getting me with these trailers, and they sucker me in, and at the end of the day, it just didn't work for me, man. Ethan Hawke is great. The kids are great, right? You have returning actors like Mason Thames and Madeline, being Finney and Gwen. They're good. They're really good, and I'm glad to see Mason blowing up. You know, this past summer, he had the live-action How to Train Your Dragon. He's really doing some good stuff. I don't know what it is about this damn movie, but I just found it very, very boring. The movie has moments There's ideas there. There's some cool stuff there, but it's few and far between. And I just found myself staring at my watch. This movie runs just barely at 2 hours. Staring at my watch, wondering when the hell is this thing going to be over. And unfortunately, it just didn't do it for me again, man. So very disappointed because I was very excited for this one. I do think it's better than the first one. I'll give it that. But at the end of the day, it was just okay for me. So I give Black Phone 2 2 out of 5 stars. Then we went back to the theater the next night to check out Good Fortune. Now, I was looking more forward to this film going into the weekend because I'm a ginormous fan of these three actors and of comedy. I love nothing more than a good comedy. I like to laugh. I like to have a good time. I like to have fun. And that's what comedies do. And then you give me one with Aziz Ansari, Seth Rogen, Keanu Reeves, Keke Palmer. Like, okay, I'm down. Let's do this. This is Aziz Ansari's directorial debut. He wrote the film. I love Aziz. I've seen Aziz live before doing comedy stand-ups. He's awesome. Keanu's awesome. Seth Rogen's awesome. So this movie has all the ingredients. It's about a well-meaning but rather inept angel named Gabriel who meddles in the lives of a struggling gig worker and a wealthy capitalist. So this movie here, obviously Good Fortune, pretty straightforward. Keanu Reeves is an angel. And as they refer to him in the movie, a budget angel, right? He's there to stop people from texting and driving. Angels have different jobs. But he's watching Aziz, and he feels bad for him. He thinks Aziz is a lost soul, and he wants Aziz to have a better life. So he switches Aziz's life with Seth Rogen's life, which Seth Rogen is a multi-millionaire and has everything you could ever want. Aziz Ansari has no job, and he's living in his car, and he's really down on his luck. So Gabriel, the angel, decides to have them swap lives to show Aziz that, hey, money can't buy you everything. It can't buy you happiness. But what he ends up learning is money can buy you happiness, and it can buy you pretty much everything you want. And that's where the hilarity ensues, right? I loved this movie, man. I loved it. It was super, super, super funny. I dug it. I dug the way it plays out, because you would think formulaic-wise it would go a certain way, and it really doesn't do that, you know? It plays it in a different way that is more true to what we would all deal with if we were in this situation. And I dug that. It is a fun little movie. It was fun to be in a theater where everyone was just laughing and having a good time. This movie did its job, and I had a great time with it. And I'm actually, you know, my original plan was to watch this movie first, then Black Phone 2. And I'm actually, it played out better for us time-wise to do Black Phone 2 and then Good Fortune the next day. And I'm glad it went this way, because after coming off of Black Phone 2 and being sad and depressed that it didn't pay off, it was great to walk out of the theater the next night really, really happy with Good Fortune. So I really like this one. I highly recommend this one. Go support it. I'm actually very, very sad that it didn't do better this weekend at the box office. It did not make very much money. I don't know why. These are three big stars. People love Keanu. They love Seth. They love Aziz. So, like, what is the problem here? Like, this was a fun fantasy comedy drama that really hit. And nobody really went to support it this weekend, and that's really sad. So, I say go check it out if you want to have a good laugh. Good Fortune, 4 out of 5 stars for me. Next movie up, I kind of went over to the streaming side of things because this just dropped on Paramount Plus. This was a movie that just came out this past summer. I believe it dropped in theaters in August, and then it was out of theaters like a week later because no one went to go see it. But I was interested. It's called Fight or Flight, and this one here stars Josh Hartnett. And it's from the producers of John Wick, so you know you're going to get some good action, right? And this one's about a mercenary who takes on the job of tracking down a target on a plane, but must protect that target when her and him are surrounded by the people trying to kill them. So this movie's pretty straightforward, man. This is, it's a little boring in the beginning, but when they all get on the plane, this is a plane filled with assassins, and they're all trying to kill each other. So it starts off kind of rough, But once the plane and the action gets going, this movie is actually pretty good. It's a fun ride. It's very graphic. It's very bloody. There's a lot of cool action and being, very unique in the way it takes place because you're on an airplane and you only got limited space that you can do stuff, and they do some crazy ass stuff. So if you're just an action buff and you just want to have a good little time streaming something like an action movie in kind of a John Wick kind of vein, I think you'll have fun with this one here. I give Fight or Flight 3 out of 5 stars, and like I said, it is streaming over on Paramount Plus. All right, and then over on the TV side, nothing much new, but a new documentary dropped on Netflix called The Perfect Neighbor. Everyone's talking about this one. This is the number one show on Netflix right now, and this follows police body cam footage and how it reveals a long-running neighborhood dispute that turns fatal in this documentary about fear, prejudice, and stand your ground laws. Yeah, this thing's rough. This is a rough watch, this one right now. This is truly about a little close-knit neighborhood with a lady that lives there, and she's very bitter, very mean, doesn't like the kids in the neighborhood playing outside. She calls the cops on them like every day, saying that she feels like they're trespassing and they're being too loud, and she's always calling the police on their families and on the kids. And a lot of this it's pretty much all filmed on body cam footage from the cops that go out there time and time and time again. And then one night, she thinks someone's trying to break into her house, and she shoots and ends up killing the mother of one of the kids in the neighborhood. And it is just heartbreaking, man. This is a tough watch. It's a crazy watch. And I definitely recommend to check this one out, man, if you're into these kind of documentaries. So check out The Perfect Neighbor, now streaming over on Netflix. So that's what I got for you guys right now. Let's recap real quick. Black Phone 2 now in theaters, 2 out of 5 stars. Good Fortune now in theaters, 4 out of 5 stars. Fight or Flight streaming over on Paramount Plus, 3 out of 5 stars. And a thumbs up for me for The Perfect Neighbor streaming over on Netflix. All right, getting on over to the box office. Coming in at number 10, it's Soul on Fire. Number 9 is After the Hunt. Number 8 is The Conjuring Last Rites. Number 7, Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie, which is now available on premium VOD. Number 6 is Truth and Treason. Number 5 is Roofman. Number 4 is One Battle After Another. Number 3 is Good Fortune. We just talked about that. Only making $6.1 million, so still very sad about the box office there for Good Fortune. Deserved a lot more than that. The good news is it only cost about $20 million to make this movie, so it's not a ginormous miss. But, $6 million in its debut. This, I was hoping this movie would make at least 10 out the gate, but hopefully maybe some word of mouth will keep it going, but you never know. Number 2 is Tron Ares, still trucking along in its second week. Very sad on the Tron Ares front as well, because on last week's episode, I told you guys how amazing Tron Ares is. One of my favorite movies of the year. I loved it. And I've been on Twitter and X for the past week, on Threads, and I see nothing but love for Tron Ares. So many people saying they're going back for the 3rd, 4th, 5th viewing, and I really thought, based on how much positivity I was seeing online, that this movie might actually hang in there pretty well in its second week and not completely drop off. But the movie still had a 66% drop, which sucks, man. I thought for sure the word of mouth was going around and it was going to really hang in there, but it only made $11 million in its second week. So when you combine the 2 weeks, it's only at $54 million, which is really low. That's what it should have made, the first weekend by itself. So very unfortunate to see. I want more Tron, man, and it really sucks that this looks to be the nail in the coffin for the Tron series. And number 1, we just talked about it, Black Phone 2. Y'all went out and supported this one because you love horror. So Black Phone 2 came out at number 1 with $27.3 million, a very big debut for Black Phone 2, making more money than the first film. So that is your box office. Now let's switch gears and get on over to our news of the week. Zoe Saldana was talking about hoping that James Cameron would release a documentary about making Avatar so people could see, all that goes into making these films, that it's not just computer generated. They're all actors doing mocap. And, she got her wish to come true because we got the first trailer for Fire and Water, making of the Avatar films. It's a two-part special look at the filming of Avatar: The Way of Water and Fire and Ash. And this is supposed to drop on Disney Plus in November. So super cool. I can't wait to see this. I'm a big fan of the Avatar movies, and I always love behind the scenes stuff, especially to see how they did all the motion capture and everything. So very, very cool to see that documentary come out here pretty soon. K-pop Demon Hunters, this thing just continues to seize the day. And, when it came out a month ago or so for the weekend to do a sing-along, it made bank, man. Everybody was going to see this thing. Well, they're bringing it back by popular demand. K-pop Demon Hunters, this sing-along event will be back on the big screen this Halloween. That's right, October 31st through November 3rd. It will be in select theaters again. So if you missed it the first go-around, now's your time to go check it out again. We have the new poster for Welcome to Derry. This premieres October 26th on HBO Max. I can't wait to see that this weekend. We have the all-new trailer for Osgood Perkins' new horror film, Keeper. This one's going to be hitting theaters on November 14th. We have the new poster for it as well. The stars Tatiana Maslany. We have your first look at John Bernthal and Tessa Thompson for their new Netflix show, His and Hers. That'll be coming soon. Stranger Things, don't expect the spinoff anytime soon, despite the show's ending. And we got some word on the spinoff where basically they're loosely calling it a spinoff. I guess supposedly it takes place in the same world, but it is not really connected at all to the original Stranger Things show at all. So, gonna be interesting. Good to see that they're going to try to keep something in this universe, but, don't expect any of your characters to come back for it. Splinter Cell Death Watch has been renewed for Season 2 over on Netflix. Cameron Monaghan and Omari Hardwick are going to lead Bosch, Start of Watch. This will be a prequel series about Harry Bosch and his days as a rookie cop in 1991 Los Angeles. Everybody just loves this Bosch universe, right? This is a show, speaking of spinoffs, that had 1 million seasons of its regular show. Then they spun it off to another version of Bosch with Bosch that was not the original show, but a spinoff. And then another character. And then now we got the other spinoff what's a Ballard, I think, that's on there with Maggie Q. And then now we're getting this prequel. Like, they just love this universe, man. So who knows? Maybe I'll check this one out. Philo is looking to shake up the competition here with a new streaming update that has a new $33 package that will include live TV, HBO Max, and more. So if you're looking to get some TV channels there, check out Philo. We have the official trailer for The Beast in Me. This is going to start streaming on Netflix starting November 13th. It stars Claire Danes and Matthew Rhys. Looks pretty good. I'll definitely check this one out for sure. We have the all-new trailer for the new killer chimp slasher, Primate. This hits theaters January 9th. And guys, I'm going to tell you, it's very, very rare that I go to the movie theater and I see a trailer for a movie that I've never seen before, because all I do is post the news for this damn podcast, and I'm always posting trailers and posters and all that stuff. So when I went to see Black Phone 2, this trailer for Primate came out, and I hadn't seen it at all. It got released online the next day. And so I'm sitting there like, what the hell is this movie? And I love this trailer, man. I've seen some people talking shit, but I love this trailer, man. So very, very cool. Check out the trailer for Primate. This looks like a blast. I think, January 9th it comes out, so I am ready for it. Let's see here. Pop Culture Jeopardy. This was a show that I loved. I love Pop Culture Jeopardy. It's my kind of Jeopardy, right? All pop culture stuff. It aired, the first season aired on Prime Video, and now it is officially moving over to Netflix for season 2. And Colin Jost from SNL, who hosted season 1, he is in negotiations to come back for season 2. So, but if you're looking for the show, it will be on Netflix. We got an article up with Channing Tatum talking about Avengers Doomsday, the scale of the movie, the dramatic tone, and a whole bunch more. So check that out to learn about that. The Rock's next movie with the Smashing Machine director, Benny Safdie. It is official. The movie is moving forward. They're going to start filming in August of next year. Mel Gibson, like we talked about on last week's show, he had to replace Jim Caviezel as Jesus for his new Resurrection of the Christ. And it sounds like basically it all comes down to budget. It's been so many years since he made Passion of the Christ, and Jim Caviezel has gotten older, and they would have to de-age him, CGI de-age him, and it just would have cost too much. So he decided, you know what, I'm just going to get another actor. So there's your reason, plain and simple right there. We have the first new trailer for Palm Royale. This is season 2, coming back on Apple TV Plus, premiering November 12th. I like this show. I don't love this show, but I like this show. So I'm excited to check out what season 2 is going to bring. Kate McKinnon is going to be playing Aphrodite for the Greek goddess of love in season 3 of Disney Plus's Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Jim Carrey is in talks to star in a live-action movie based on the Jetsons. That's right. So we don't know much else about it. But yeah, he's in talks. So, and a lot of people are speculating that he was going to be George Jetson, but there's also a lot of people speculating he could be someone else just due to his age. So we'll have to wait and see on that. For all you music lovers out there, and some sad news, it usually hits us where somebody passes away from episode to episode. And this time it's the original Kiss guitarist, Ace Frehley. That's right, the original lead guitarist for Kiss passed away at the age of 74 the other day. And very, very sad, man. I was raised on Kiss. I love Kiss. And Ace is just an amazing guitarist, and very sad to see his passing. So thoughts and prayers are out to his family and friends. George Clooney and Annette Bening will star in Love. It is an adaptation of Amy Bloom's New York Times best-selling memoir. Paul Weitz is set to direct. Over on the TV rating side, The Chair Company, which we reviewed on last week's episode, it scored HBO's best comedy premiere in over 5 years. So very, very cool there, man. It's a weird, quirky little show, but I really like it. So congratulations to The Chair Company. Apple TV and Peacock they actually launched this yesterday, a new streaming bundle. I believe it's $15 a month for both of them together with ads, or for $20 a month you can get it without ads. So really good deal. I like it a lot. So congratulations, 2 great streamers. So Apple TV Plus and Peacock, if you don't got it, get the new bundle, man. It's worth it. We have the first trailer for Silent Night, Deadly Night. This is going to be hitting theaters on December 12th. We have the first trailer for Stone Cold Fox, starring Kernan Shipka, Kristen Ritter, and Kiefer Sutherland. The film follows a woman who must save her sister from her drug dealer ex in Crooked Cop. This is going to be hitting select theaters and will be on digital starting November 7th. Eric Kripke says that The Boys picks up about 6 months after Gen V Season 2 ends, so just so you kind of have a timeline there. We have the first poster for Primate, the little monkey movie we just talked about there. The following movie follows a family whose pet chimp gets rabies and begins brutally attacking the entire family. The Daniels, who directed Everywhere, Everything, All at Once, their next film will release in theaters November 19th, 2027. Let's see here. We have the new first poster for Send Help. This was Sam Raimi's new movie. We talked about the trailer on last week's episode. This poster here with Rachel McAdams, it's awesome. So check out that poster. Wicked, the original film, is actually flying back into theaters November 14th through the 20th as we get ready for Wicked for Good Part 2, coming out literally right after that, so you can get ready for it. Euphoria Season 3 will be premiering on HBO Max in spring of 2026. The new Evil Dead Burn is officially wrap production, so very cool there, which means hopefully we'll begin that next year. David Johnson and Tom Blythe star in the new trailer for the new thriller Waste Man. How to Train Your Dragon 2 is about to start filming, so very cool there as we finally start to get things. It's a pretty quick turnaround there. I mean, the first film was just this past summer, and now they're already getting ready to film part 2. So I guess when you already got animated movies that you can just copy, you're ready to go. So there you go. Robert Pattinson and Zendaya, their new movie is called The Drama, and it's going to be coming out April 3rd of 2026. One of my favorite movies of the year, Weapons, is finally going to start streaming starting October 24th over on HBO and HBO Max. So there you go. Weapons, baby. Let's see here. SNL is named its next 3 hosts for season 51, with Miles Teller, Nikki Glazer, and Glenn Powell all taking over the hosting duties. In some other sad news, man, I forgot that wasn't the only musician that passed. Over the weekend, the original bassist for Limp Bizkit, founding member, Sam Rivers, passed away at the age of 48. It sounds like cancer, so very sad to hear. I'm a massive Limp Bizkit fan, so very, very sad. They have a song right now. It's one of my favorite songs that just came out, and he passes away at the age of 48. So very, very, very sad there. Sam Rivers of Limp Bizkit at 48 years old. Chloe Coleman has joined the cast of FAST, the Taylor Sheridan written action feature that's being made by Warner Brothers. Euphoria has added Natasha Lyonne and Danielle Deadwyler, along with Eli Roth, to the season 3 cast. Kiefer Sutherland and Rebel Wilson's new holiday comedy Tinseltown is coming out in November. We have the first little baby teaser. This thing's like 20 seconds long, of Simu Liu and Melissa Barrera. They have a new spy series called The Copenhagen Test. And this is going to be streaming on Peacock starting December 27th. We have the first trailer for The Seduction. This is a new show premiering November 14th on HBO Max. Margaret Qualley is reuniting with Aubrey Plaza in Ethan Cohen's new movie, Go Beavers. Let's see here. Norman Reedus is previewing the end of Daryl Dixon. He says we're wrapping it up in the perfect way. So there you go. Let's see here. Some of this stuff is irrelevant. The Prison Break reboot is officially a go. That's right, it is coming to Hulu. It will be set in the same universe, but with a whole new cast. We have your first look at Anthony Ippolito as Sylvester Stallone in the new movie I Play Rocky. Michael Fassbender is going to star in Netflix's new Kennedy family TV show. Vin Diesel shares a Fast and Furious 11 update. He says, we've got it solved and we're going to be moving forward, so we'll see, man. It's been a long time coming, but let's get this damn movie going, man. We're ready for that final Fast and Furious. Walton Goggins is going to be doing a new movie called The Painter. That's coming from the John Wick director. James Cameron's even going to be producing. Sounds pretty cool, man. I'm on board for it. Let's see here. We got some character posters for Wicked for Good, which has all your favorite characters on there. We have the first trailer for the best-selling book that is written by Colleen Hoover, Reminders of Him. This is going to star Micah Monroe and Tyreek Withers. This is a big best-selling book, man. Like, I don't even read books. And when I saw the name Reminders of Him, I knew right away this was the movie based on the book. So check out the trailer. It hits theaters March 13th. There. This looks a little too lovey-dovey for me, but I know a lot of people love that book. We also have the new trailer for Troll 2. This starts streaming December 1st on Netflix. Coleman Domingo is going to be voicing the Cowardly Lion in Wicked for Good. So this is official. They've been teasing it, but I guess they had to get it out there. So Coleman Domingo as the Cowardly Lion. Eddington is going to be hitting HBO Max finally, and will start streaming on November 15th. This is the one with Pedro Pascal and Joaquin Phoenix. Emma Mackey and Jamie Lee Curtis star in Ella McKay, and a new trailer dropped today for that. Warner Brothers is saying it is officially up for sale, so we'll see if anybody swoops in and buys that one. The makers of Stranger Things have been promoting that they really wish that the finale of Stranger Things could get a theatrical release. And it sounds like they got their wish today, as multiple movie theaters, I know some AMCs and some other chains, are saying they will stream the finale the weekend that it drops on Netflix. So that would be pretty cool, man. It's a 2-hour finale episode, so it is a movie, and I would totally go to the theater to watch the Stranger Things finale. So I love it. Very, very cool there. And something not so cool, HBO Max has done another price increase. That's right. It is effective as of today. So check out the new rates. I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's like $1. So don't freak out, but, just saying. Hijack Season 2. I forgot, man. I loved Season 1 of Hijack. And now I totally spaced that they were doing a second season for this thing. The first season was on an airplane, and now season 2 is on a train. That's right. Idris Elba is back on a train, and it's going to be hitting Apple TV Plus on January 14th of 2026. Freeform has renewed Project Runway for season 22, and that's going to premiere in 2026. Charlie XCX, Jessica Alba are going to star in Dakota Johnson's directorial debut, A Tree is Blue. Netflix is developing Catan, a TV series based on the hit board game. Shrinking has officially got its return date, which is one of my favorite shows on television, by the way. And Shrinking is coming back with Jason Segel and the whole cast for a 1-hour episode on January 28th of 2026. So not too far away. And I got no better news than that to end the show on, man, because Shrinking is awesome, and I can't wait for it to return. So that's what I got for you guys. Thank you so much. Look at that. We hit, boom, right at the 30-minute mark. I love it. So let me get you on out of here with some plugs, and then you can have the rest of your week back. AmIOnTheAir.com is the official webpage. Just make sure you bookmark it. It's where you can get to everything, man. Links and share it and socials. AmIOnTheAir.com. Make sure you like us on Facebook, facebook.com/AmIOnTheAir. Make sure you follow us on X at AmIOnTheAir. You can follow me directly at DXDonMega. Same handles over on Threads and Blue Sky, so make sure you follow along. We're on all the socials, so make sure you search on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Just search Am I on the Air? All one word. It's very easy to find us. Make sure you subscribe to us on your favorite podcast feed, whether it's Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Just search us up and make sure you bookmark it. Make sure you star it. Make sure you leave a thumbs up. Just make sure you subscribe so you don't miss an episode. And thank you to our great affiliates at Red Dragons Radio and the Pop Culture Pros. Make sure you follow them at Red Dragons Radio, all one word, and at popculture_pros. And that'll do it for me. I don't know if anything's even really coming out this weekend. I haven't had a chance to look, so it might be a quiet weekend, not with the movie theater, since I did 2 last weekend. So we'll see. There's always something to watch, so I'm sure we'll have plenty to talk about next week. But take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all. Peace. Red Dragon!